Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Bearded Dev, and today we're going to be looking at cross joins. We're going to be looking at what is a cross join, how we can write a cross join, and the benefits of cross joins. So first of all, let's look at exactly what is a cross join. Now, a cross join produces a Cartesian product of tables. So as you can see on the screen here, I've got table A with A, B and C in, table B with X, Y and Z in. If I was to cross join those two tables, my result would be the contents of table A multiplied by the contents of table B. So it joins every row in your first input to every row in your second input. And if you was to cross join another table, then every row in the third table would be joined to every row, every combination of the results from the first two inputs as well. Let's go over to SQL Server Management Studio and we'll work through some examples. Okay, cross joins. So we've got some small tables here that I used in the example in the slideshow. So we're just inserting small amounts of data at the moment just to give you an example. And as we can see here on SQL, I've just done two selects from these tables, so they're just called table A and table B just for ease. So how we cross join these tables, similar to the way we write the statement for other joins in SQL. So we're just going to do a select all from now. So we're going to select all from our table variable table 1, and we're going to cross join that to our table 2. Now, with cross joins, we don't need the on clause because we're joining everything to everything. So once we have those words cross join there, SQL will understand that we want to join everything in the first input to everything in the second input. Let's go ahead and run that query now. I'll just comment out these two selects. In fact, I'll leave those in so we can see the difference in the results. So if I execute that now, we've got three sets of results. Our table A contains A, B, C. Our table B contains X, Y and Z. And as we can see, we know that we've got three results in table A, three results in table B. We multiply that together, we're expecting 9 results. And as we can see in our result grid at the bottom, we've got A against X, B against X, C against X, A against Y, B against Y, C against Y, and so on. So that is what a cross join is. We take everything from the one table and join it to everything in the other table. So if I had 10 rows in table A and 10 rows in table B, once we cross join those two tables, we would end up with 100 results. It's just a simple multiplication. Now, what we can do with cross joins is add in a where clause. So I could write under this where we'll do A equals our letter A. Now when we run this, we're only going to be taking the results where it's A. So we're going to multiply one row by 3 rows and we should end up with 3 rows in our results grid. And as we can see in our third result set, we've got A against X, A against Y and A against Z. This statement here that I'm just going to highlight now, which is the bottom results grid, is exactly what an inner join does. So we could have just that would just be exactly the same results as an inner join. So when we use a cross join with a where clause, it's effectively an inner join. We're going to look at some other examples now. So I've put together a couple of queries and we're just using some temporary tables here. One of the major benefits I find for cross joins is when you want to generate data. So we're looking here at a deck of cards. We want to be able to generate an insert into one of our tables for all the different types of cards. As we know, we can get 52 different cards. So I could write out an insert where I write each individual card out 52 times and we run that as an insert. Or what we could do, what I've done here, is I've created a temporary table called suits. So in that we're inserting hearts, diamonds, spades, clubs, and then into our cards, all of our cards from 2 to ace. So we could have had ace first. It depends if you feel it's high or low. I always feel it's high. So we're going to insert those into our temporary tables. Once we've done that, we're going to cross join these results. So we're just going to write a select all from suits. In fact, I'll just, rather than keep using the wildcard to return all the results. I'll write out the actual columns. Now card is a keyword, so I'm just going to put that into square brackets, and that's going to be from our temporary table suits, and we're going to cross join to our cards temporary table. Okay, so if I execute that now, as we can see there, we've got all our suits against all the cards, so that saved us a lot of work. This right here, writing out these two statements, is a lot simpler than having to write out 52 cards at once. So I feel that is the major benefit for cross joins when we want to generate data, something that's going to take a long time, maybe test data. So I'm going to move on to another example now where we look at some test data. One things we always want to insert into a database is names. So I've got here again another two temporary tables. I want to be able to create a lot of names for my test system. So I want to be able to insert a lot of names, first names and surnames. Now again, I could write those out all manually, or what I could do is use a cross join. So I could, in this case I've just got 10 first names, 10 surnames, and I can use a cross join to multiply those results set together to give me 100 names, which is what I want to do. So again, the statement here is going to be select first name, last name from our temporary table first name, and we're going to cross join our temporary table last name. So if we run that query, we can see there we've got 100 results. We can see there we've got 100 results in the bottom right hand corner, and now we've got some test data to work with. So that is a massive benefit of cross joins. They can save you a lot of time in the long run. If I was to write out that query, especially manually typing out the values, it would take me a very long time. So this way it just allows you to increase your amount of work that you've done just by using a cross join. So guys, that was an introduction to cross joins and how they work. We'll probably move on to a lot more advanced work in the future. We've looked at not using the where clause, we simply cross join the results from one table to another. We'll probably look at cross joining multiple tables and see how that affects our results in the future as well. If you do like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Feel free to post any comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I am uploading videos regularly, so if you are interested in SQL or business intelligence or data analysis, there will be lots more videos coming soon. Click that notification button so you are made aware of when I upload my videos. And you can also contact me direct by email at askbeardeddev@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the video.